Angel Reese says WNBA players could go on strike over salary and benefits.
Career you choose, you should probably look at what the career earnings are of going into that field. What I'll also say is this: every single one of you WNBA players, you better pray that Caitlin Clark doesn't get injured, because she's keeping your league afloat.
Something just happened in the WNBA, and it may have changed the entire conversation around the league, because entrepreneur and media host Patrick Bet-David just went on camera and absolutely torched Chicago Sky star Angel Reese. Not subtly, not politely. He said something that instantly exploded across sports media: that every player in the WNBA should be praying that Caitlin Clark never gets injured, because she's the only reason the league has leverage right now. And the timing? It couldn't be more explosive. Because while Reese was talking about sitting out the 2026 season, Clark was on national television calmly telling the country, "I feel confident a deal gets done." 2 players. 2 messages. And now the internet is picking sides. But to understand why this moment exploded, we have to rewind to the live stream that started everything.
You know what I love watching? I love watching her highlights of missing shots. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life. But go, Rob, just go, give this feedback. Give this feedback here. Go for it.
Season 2, I can't wait to work with you some more. The biggest advice I have for you is going to be how you shoot your layups, period.
Layups? Bang! What do you mean? She's our double-double queen! Bang! What they say, if it's broke, don't fix it. Bang! Teaching Angel Reese to make a layup is like teaching an old dog a new trick. It ain't gonna work. Bang! Hey, welcome to McDonald's. What can I get you? Have the Angel Reese McBang!
The controversy started during a casual live stream. Angel Reese was talking to fans when the conversation turned toward WNBA salaries and the ongoing collective bargaining agreement negotiations. And then she said something that instantly went viral. Clip: Angel Reese live stream. "If they don't give us what we want, sitting out is a possibility." Voiceover. To some players, that sounded like leverage. To many fans, it sounded like a threat. Because the WNBA is currently in the middle of the largest labor negotiations in its history. Players want higher salaries, better revenue sharing, and improved benefits. And to be fair, the salary gap between women's and men's basketball is massive. But the moment Reese floated the idea of sitting out the 2026 season, critics immediately pushed back, including someone who doesn't work in sports media, and therefore didn't feel the need to stay neutral. Patrick Bet-David.
If y'all don't give us what we want, we sit out. That's a possibility, for real.
And that's the thing.
When Patrick Bet-David responded, he didn't hold back. Clip: Bet-David. "Every single one of you WNBA players better pray that Caitlin Clark doesn't get injured, because she's keeping the league afloat." Voiceover. That statement instantly went viral. Not because it was polite, but because it echoed something many fans had already been thinking. Bet-David argued that the current surge in popularity for the WNBA is tied almost entirely to one player, Caitlin Clark. And the numbers support that claim.
Reese has been vocal about her low WNBA salary, revealing her $74,000 a year salary doesn't cover rent, stating on Instagram Live, "I just hope you know that the WNBA doesn't pay my bills at all. I don't even think they pay one of my bills." Reese's financial struggles stem from WNBA salary not matching her past earnings, as her NIL valuation at LSU was $1.8 million, bolstered by deals with Reebok, PlayStation, McDonald's, and Coach, while a 4-year rookie deal was $324,000 with $74,000 due next season.
I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. I'm gonna do the math real quick.
It might cover that. Yeah, it definitely covers that.
What is I don't even know my salary.
Before Clark entered the league in 2024, the WNBA averaged roughly 6,000 fans per game. Then something changed. Clark arrived. And suddenly, attendance surged. TV ratings exploded. Merchandise sales skyrocketed. During the 2024 season, league attendance increased nearly 48%. Broadcast ratings jumped dramatically. Fever games became must-watch television. In fact, games featuring the Indiana Fever were regularly pulling over 1 million viewers on national television. The WNBA All-Star Game that season even crossed 4 million viewers. Sponsors noticed. Networks noticed. And suddenly, the WNBA was having its biggest mainstream moment in decades. Which is why Bet-David's argument landed so hard. Because if the league's growth is driven largely by Clark, then threatening a strike could carry serious risks.
This is the greatest Angel Reese layup you'll ever see. Here we go with a dump up, ba-da-dum-bum-bum. I'm loving it. Burn! Oh, she getting jiggy with it. Look at that, crisscross, zigging-zagging through the lane. Giddy up, yeehaw! Burn! Now I heard she's ambidextrous. That makes sense, cause she's equally doggy doo-doo with the right and left-handed layup. Bang! Professional basketball player needing to work on her layups is like a fish needing to learn how to breathe underwater. It doesn't make sense. Reese's Puffs! Bang!
But what made this situation even more dramatic was what Caitlin Clark did at the exact same time. Instead of live stream drama, Clark appeared on national television as an analyst for NBC Sports. Professional. And focused entirely on basketball. Clip, Caitlin Clark. I feel very confident we're going to get something done. Voiceover. No threats. No ultimatums. Just confidence that negotiations would eventually work out. That contrast became a major talking point online. One player discussing a potential strike. The other promoting the game on national television. And fans noticed.
WNBA. And what's her name? Angel Reese. Do it. I fully support your right to strike. So other sports have done it. So other major sports have done it. Here's a quick list for you, PBD. I put this together. Biggest sports strikes in history. 1994, the MLB strike. It was the first time that the World Series was canceled.
I remember.
You remember that? In 1998, the NBA went on strike. They canceled the All-Star game for the first time. The NFL has gone on strike multiple times. 1982, 1987, 2011. Here's the catch when you're going to go on strike. In 1994, MLB, NBA, NFL, what's the number one revenue sport in America? What do you think it is? The NFL. How much do you think they make? $17 billion. The NBA, a little over $11 billion. The MLB, also $11 billion. The NHL, $7 billion.
Part of Reese's frustration comes from something very real. Her WNBA salary. Reese revealed that her rookie contract pays roughly $74,000 per year. During college at Louisiana State University, her nil valuation reportedly reached $1.8 million. Thanks to brand partnerships with companies like Reebok, PlayStation, McDonald's, Coach. So when Reese said the WNBA salary doesn't cover her bills, she wasn't exaggerating. But critics argue something else is also true. WNBA salaries are tied to league revenue. And compared to leagues like the NBA or NFL, that revenue is still much smaller. Which brings us to the real battle happening behind the scenes. The new collective bargaining agreement.
I mean, I'm not huge on comparing the WNBA to the NBA. I don't really think that's fair. Obviously, I think where the WNBA is right now is pretty incredible. I think a lot of people, or most people, would not believe it's in the place that it is right now. So I think when people always ask me this question, where I think it'll be in 5 years is it's hard for me to answer because people didn't even think we'd be right here right now. And I think really sky's the limit. I think when you see, our TV numbers when we're on, national television, we're averaging over 1 million viewers or whatever it is. The All-Star game, I think, was over 4 million viewers. It's just really great numbers. So the more opportunities we're given, I think the more it's going to shine and get better and better. I think also the talent level in college is continuing to get a lot better, and as those players come into the league, and it's going to continue to improve. We're adding 2 new teams next year, and then probably another team year after that.
Some more games.
Yeah, more games, which I think will be good. It will lengthen the season a little bit more.